to having a human lifetime. And only as a human, you have the
Yes.
higher faculties like intuition, imagination, free will, coming to full self-realization, knowing yourself, knowing God, and just using the time wisely because we are here for a reason, like we have a purpose. That's why I did my first book is Soul Creation. That's a book about really finding your purpose and also manifesting from a place of alignment with source and soul. And I wrote it because I know that many people, they have a feeling of being like it not important enough, not worthy enough, just being one of thousands or millions of others, especially when you're starting out a business, right? Because you're like, okay, I want to help people, but there's so many others out there. There's so much competition. Why should I make a difference? Because you have to make a difference. Everyone has to make a difference and everyone is needed. And it's more about the co-creation now. That's the new paradigm
Yeah.
that can really make a change and not the old world. And as you said, we have to really like establish new paradigms and override the old ones. And I think, I mean, of course, one important aspect is the shadow work, the healing, really the deep healing. Like I work a lot with ancestral healing, really going back into the system, into the DNA of the family. And then, of course, you have karmic patterns, from past lives. You have cultural paradigms you're just born into, and it's all interconnected. So I always like to think of it that it's really not personal. What's happening,
Mhm.
what's like what we're experiencing. Of course, it is personal, but then it's also not personal at all because it's a universal experience and everyone has the same stuff going on. Everyone has
Yeah.
fears, trauma,
Yeah.
insecurities. And then,
Yeah.
of course, on the other hand, when you have success, it's also not a personal thing because it takes so many and it takes grace. It takes like the support of the universe to really move, like to create the results. It's a co-creation with the universe.
And
So
good karma.
yes, and a good
Let's be
karma,
honest.
of course. Yeah, yeah. And that's why also I think, yeah, just being very like just aware of what am I actually putting out there. Also in my thoughts, like how much am I actually silently judging someone or comparing.
Hmm.
It's all like ego. It's like it's a habit, it's a habit. And we have to be just like becoming aware and stopping it. That's the only way out, saying, okay,
Yeah.
this is not gonna make me happy. It's not leading anywhere. And what is the truth? And then we can operate from a place of truth and compassion and love. Because that's when we start there, we will create more of that. I think that's
Yeah.
what we can do. Yeah, always just coming back to that realization and then just being done with the bullshit, to be honest,
Yes. Right.
Like
And